When we do portraits, generally we start with coloring in the eyes. There are a few reasons. First, they say that that's what holds your soul and that eyes really make a person look how they look. Another reason is that if you look at the eye, it's going to have almost the full value scale on it. So if we look at it, on the sides, we have our dark darks. With the little glare in the eyes, we have almost white, and then we have our grays. It's a good place to start because it kind of gives you a reference for the rest of your project in the colors and the values you're going to be using. Something that's very, very, very important is when we do the eyes, they're never going to be just the exact color of paper. That would be way too white for someone's eyes. Generally, that's going to be too white for someone's teeth as well. So everything in the eye is going to get shaded in. So this paper is not precious. So in order to get our value shaded really well, generally I will fold this paper so I can look really close to what I'm drawing. All right, I like to lay down the darkest tones that I can see first. I'm going to go and put those in here and on this side. And then it's also super dark up top. Eyelashes and eyebrows and hair, that's all saved for the very end of that portion when you're drawing it. Okay, now I'm going to use my blending stump. Instead of coloring this in with my ebony pencil, I'm going to use my blending stump and drag some of that color out and color in the pupil. It's a good idea to work in a circular motion instead of up and down or side to side. Some places you will have to go up or down or side to side to get it in the correct direction. Okay, now that I have a little bit of charcoal or ebony on my blending stump, I can go in and color this light on the inside of the eye. Looks a little darker from the corner and then gets lighter as it goes towards the iris and pupil. Same thing over here, but it's a little bit darker in the corner. Okay, this little area, a lot of the times people will leave that white, but it's not white. So I'm going to color that in. It's a good time to use your little tiny eraser. Get in that little spot. And I'm just going to continue to work to build up the layers and really look at what is on the paper. Don't just color by memory or shade by memory, shade by what you actually see. If you don't see a color change, then you should not draw it. So for example, if her hair was over right here and you weren't able to see the eye because it was in a shadow, don't draw it. If you don't see it on this paper, you should not draw it on this paper.